Okay, welcome to Psycho Surf Fishing. A lot of people have asked about my reel maintenance, and I'm going to take you through that step by step today. What you're going to need is a screwdriver and this stuff, Bow Shield T9. This stuff displaces water. It lubricates and it dries as a coating to keep your parts from rusting. So if Bowen trusts this on their airplane parts, I'm going to use it on my reel. And of course, your Spartacus 2 reel that I have. There's a couple reasons I like this reel. And this one's been on the truck all year and I just took it apart. I haven't cleaned it or anything. But they've got this nice rubber drag system. And you can see it's fairly clean and it's dry. All right, this is one of the most sensitive drag systems I've ever used. So if I do a quarter turn, it's going to be the same each and every time. And now looking inside here, I can see some sand, but overall, it's dry. And then right here on the base, it's hard to see, but there is a little bit of sand in there. I can feel it. Okay, so my next step is, and this is what I do. You can do what you want. I give it a blast of air. Make sure you're wearing goggles if you do that. Those little things that clean computer keyboards would be perfect, but I don't have one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this and I'm going to stick it under the table to protect my eyes. All right, and I'm going to do the same for the base. Okay, I'm not saying that's getting rid of all the sand, but does a pretty good job. One thing I forgot is you're going to need Q-tips at the end or a soft piece of tissue. I'm using tissue today. All right, so now I'll take and gently wipe what I can, and you can see what's coming off. And I mean, I don't know how old this thing is. It's been on my truck the entire summer through the winter, and it basically looks new on the inside. And that's because of that coating. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing with the base. This is not rocket science. Maybe the Q-tip would have been better. I wouldn't have pieces of tissue coming off. So wiping the base, and I don't feel anything now. All right, so we're going to take our Bow Shield T9. We're going to give it a little blast. We're going to get a fresh tissue and basically just wipe it. You don't want it dripping. You do want to coat everything, but you don't want it dripping. So I changed my mind and went and got some Q-tips because I like getting that corner. That corner is where the sand gets. So this stuff is not only putting a coating. Now you can see the, I don't know if you can see the glare or not. I can see the sand. So I haven't got all the sand yet. So now I'm getting that off with the Q-tip. All right. Now, you won't be able to get every bit of grain of sand off, trust me. All right, so now I basically have cleaned that base. And we're going to hit her again. And I'm basically just, I'm still swabbing. It's still picking up maybe a grain of sand or two. But you don't, like I said, you don't want this dripping. Basically, you're putting a lubricated coat of protection around it. And you can still see how dirty I got some. So now we're done there. This goes back on. Boom. And we're going to hit this. And this one is, I guess, where the Q-tip really comes in handy. So you're using a Q-tip, you're spreading protection, and you're picking up sand. See, I got some dirt there. Alrighty. And that looks really clean from here. Oops. My Q-tip out of there. All right, so that's looking really clean. Hit it again. And spread it around a little bit. Like I said, you don't want it dripping. You just want it coating, a protective coating. All right, and we do not spray the rubber. And then the rubber drag system goes back on, and we're ready to go. I'm gonna speed this up. I have already opened and loosened these with the screwdriver. And so you're going to hit that, and you're not going to wipe in that. You're just going to let that settle in there, and then you're going to go back and tighten it up. Okay? So that's these two pieces here on your bail. Work it in a little bit. I'm not going to take it apart, see if sand's in there, because I can't feel none. All right, so we've got that. Don't ask me why I do this, but I do it anyway. I'm going to give me a little gap here. All right, so that's dirty for real. Wiped it. Still got dirt. Little bow shield. Wipe. Go back in. All right, that basically covers it. It doesn't take that long. It really doesn't. But the 2 points I wanted to get over is this Spartacus 2 Kastking 5000 is an amazing reel. And you just saw a year's worth of fishing on the beach. I took it apart. It had a little sand in it, but that rubber protects so much sand from getting down here and destroying your rig. And this stuff right here, it prevents rust. So, like I said, I really don't know how many years I've had this reel. You can see there's some usage on it. I really don't know. But the drag system is, to me, superior because it's very important. When you're casting, I'll turn it a quarter to tighten cast. I'll turn it back a quarter for when we hook a fish. And I can depend on that quarter turn to be exactly the same place each and every time. So anyway, that's the winter maintenance program for the reels. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And if you have any questions, hit me up. I'm going to post this, and then I'm going to put the link to this in the comments so you can get you some Bow Shield T9. Psycho Surf Fishing signing out.